They'll slice, they'll dice. They're the 30 Days of Night vampires, and they're going to come to your town and eat your children and kill your neighbors. That's right. Now, hold on. We'll be right back. The 30 Days of Night vampires have come to a small town in Alaska where the sun is setting for 30 whole days. Great concept. Well, don't put your money down yet. There's more. These vampires, why, they'll have their own language, sounding somewhere between a Klingon and the tribesmen from The Gods Must Be Crazy. Now how much would you pay? Wait. Is there a catch? Hold on. How many days did it feel like I was in that theater? 2? 3? 17? Why, hang on. I've got a lot more to tell you. Heck, there's not even one likable character. There's no suspense. The creatures aren't menacing. It's almost like Aliens, if Aliens wasn't good and had vampires and took place in the snow. As a matter of fact, instead of wanting the heroes to fight back and win, we want them to die quickly. Now how many days did it feel like I was in that theater? But wait, there's more. These vampires will pose and creep and stand in cool positions for the camera. They'll occasionally talk like they've got marbles in their mouth. Now how many days did it feel like I was in the theater? Wait, before you run to your phone, there's an offer you won't believe. You can watch the pointless grotesqueness of butchered dogs and the torture of a teenager. And if that's not enough, not to fear. There are plenty of scenes that simply make no sense. Now how many days did it feel like? Oh, why? I bet you're wondering, doesn't it work as good as the portable toaster? Or as good as the Popale Pocket Masturbator? Or maybe as good as the Foreman Grail? The dialogue is overwrought and trying way too hard to be stuffed with tension. And at the same time, the director is, well, he's beating you over the head, trying to show how desperate the situation, however more dire it's becoming, trying a little too hard to show it over and over. But hold on, it gets even better. Why? The sheriff's deputy disappears for almost the entire movie for no good reason. And hey, the interesting characters get virtually nothing to do, like the crazy fat guy who lives on the other edge of town. When he gets a scene, it's finally fun and exciting. But you know what? He would have made a better and more unlikely hero than the sheriff. But he doesn't get to do anything. And hey, speaking of the sheriff, don't worry, the sheriff's completely pointless too. As a matter of fact, we get to see that he's got asthma. Yeah, I don't know why either. Now how many days did it feel like? Hold on, I've got a lot more to tell you. No, that wasn't it. I began reading the comic book, and let me tell you one thing for certain. That comic book seems to be a little more complex than the movie, and a little more interesting. Co-screenwriter and original comic book scribe Steve Niles did, however, take one thing from the comic book and bring it to the movie. Why, his innate ability to repeat unnecessary dialogue. And the stiff and cold dialogue came too. That's right. Not only does the film have a great concept, it has absolutely nothing to say. Now how many days did it feel like? The film diverges quite a bit from the comic book as far as I can tell, and the film has plot holes you can drive a polar bear through. If somehow you're driving a polar bear. Now, I've not finished reading the comic book just yet, but I can't imagine that it's got the same plot atrocities that the movie does. So, with that said, how many days did it feel like I was in that theater? Call now.